welcome to Building Our Village with Tender Care. We are here with Brianne Martin. Her son Colton has been coming to Tender Care for quite some time, which has allowed her to start her own business. So we're going to dive into the first question. What is your son diagnosed with?
Colton's diagnosed with PWS, which is known for Prader-Willi syndrome. He also has a seizure disorder, a G-tube, and then on top of that, he sees about 8 different specialists for other needs.
Wow. How long has he been attending Tender Care?
Since he was 2 years old, he started going there after we stopped home health care nursing and brought him to Tender Care. So he's been there 8 years.
Wow. So with the transition from home health to Tender Care, what were the biggest differences for you?
The therapy, having therapy right there, consistency with having the nurses there that he could relate to and be able to have um, the same nurse taking care of him 90% of the time. He always has the same nurse, same CNA, which really helps him with his development and everything. And then always having the same physical therapist, same speech therapist, being able to have homebound schooling there to take care of him and not have to worry about getting him to school every day.
Fantastic.
So out of all those services that you just listed, which one would you say is your favorite that you really value that he has?
I can't pick a favorite because Colton has his days where sometimes he doesn't want to have physical therapy or he doesn't want to have OT. And it's the people there at Tender Care that help him adjust to each day and make sure that he is happy and work around him because he is different in many ways. So
Wow.
mainly I
So,
would say
you know,
people.
you've listed all the things and you've said, what the services, um, beyond the services that we provide, how has Tender Care helped him develop?
Tender Care probably has helped him develop because each day he's learning something new, whether it's with the therapies and learning his colors. And I've noticed that he started to really know his numbers. Um, the homebound schooling helps him with that, along with just the nurses in general. So he's just developed each day. Not a lot of people see it, but if you look back from when he started there at 2 to now at 8, you can tell a big difference.
Yeah, I've personally seen the big difference in him
Oh, yeah.
and how he's grown and developed, and that's one of my favorite things is getting to see how the kids progress and how we can help them succeed at the different things that we offer. And you know I do have a little insight within the school and his homebound services because of Melissa, and she
Yep,
tells
she
me the
loves
things he's
him.
accomplished and everything. So I love that.
Yep, that she is one of his all-time favorites when it comes to doing his homebound schooling. If she's not there, then he don't want to go. And then he
Yeah.
asked yesterday, biggest thing he's done probably lately is he took his tablet that he has for communication and told Melissa, I want to call my mom. So Melissa picked up the phone and called me to reward him because he does not like that
Wow.
communication device. So for him to pick it up and say, I want to call my mom, she's like, okay, sounds good to me. Let's go.
Yeah, wow, that's great to hear.
Yep,
I love hearing those things, and you know,
it's the little
it
things.
that's it. The little milestones that it might not, you know, be the biggest accomplishment, but those things when he's starting to communicate and use that communication
Hmm.
device for what it's supposed to be, and that's what it's all about.
Yeah, definitely. And we're so happy to hear how much Tender Care has helped him. But we're also interested in knowing how it's helped you and your family as well. How we have.
So mostly with helping me, it's emotionally because I have been able to ship him off to school and know that he's going to be safe, know that he's taken care of. If he has a seizure, they're there to protect him, make sure he's taken care of when it comes to that seizure, monitoring him daily, making sure his vitals are safe. I don't have to worry. I can do the things that I need to do to make sure that I'm taken care of, plus he's taken care of.
I, that yeah, that's what we're there for. Let me ask you, this is going off the script a little bit, but if you had a piece of advice for another family that was contemplating services, and obviously it's hard for you to have that trust in a facility or someone else, knowing those things. What would your piece of advice be to a family that is thinking about coming to Tender Care or a PPEC similar to ours?
I would say take the leap of faith because I had to, and once I did and I realized that he was okay, it made me feel safe to be able to go back to work when I did, because that's ultimately why I switched him. Plus, I wanted him to get all the therapies and stuff. And at first, I called every single day to make sure he was okay there. Like, I think I bugged Diane every single day. And after so many weeks, I finally realized I didn't need to call anymore. He was happy. That's all that mattered.
Yeah, and that's one of the biggest pieces of our puzzle is for it, the families to understand that we we do have quality care. We love what we do, and it's about the child first. It's not about
Exactly.
us. It's really about the child first.
Hmm.
So back to the script per se. So with Tender Care, helping you and your family, what business have you been able to start since Colton's been with us?
So originally, since Colton was in work, I worked for doctor's offices and then I worked at the home health care agency Pinnacle for a while. Um, with recently having to stop because Colton is now going in for surgery for a spinal infusion next week. So he will be home with me, and I had to take on taking care of him full time for the next month. So I started this business back in April to be able to kind of come up with a secondary income to help me out when I am out of work.
Okay, and what is that business that you started?
So I started a business called Copings with Creations. It is making cups. I make badge reels. I make car freshies, car coasters, and so much more. I've constantly just been picking up new things to add to it, like bookmarks or keychains, stuff like that, just because I'm trying to keep my mind busy. So the reason why I
Mm.
started this business was because in November, as you guys might know, Colton had a baby brother that was born and he passed away. So I'm trying to cope with making things. So I called it Coping with Creations.
I love the name, and it sounds like it's a almost a therapy for you,
It is.
and to help you, and the name fits. And I've seen some of the stuff you make. It's pretty impressive. I don't want to give away
Right.
too much information, but there's going to be some nice things coming for some of the staff at Tender Care,
Hmm.
thanks to you and your creations, and we're really excited about that.
Me too. I'm
Yeah.
excited for them all to get them.
Yeah.
And I
Um,
I love the name, but I'm also interested to know, is this a hobby you used to have and then you decided to make it into a business, or you just no? Wow.
In November, after everything happened, I said I wanted to start doing something to keep my mind busy because I still took the 12 weeks off because I did have surgery. So I still needed time off. Well, once I started it, I just bought the stuff and started making cups, started making mouse pads, keychains, and then I just grew to make more and more. And each day I just kind of think of something new that I want to do. But I was really just going to do it just because. And then now that Colton's going in for surgery, it's something that can help me provide income while I'm out of work because I'm going to be taking care of him. So,
Wow. Well, I've seen what you've done, and I gotta say, you're very talented for just
thanks.
starting, just picking that up, starting it, because it seems like you've been doing it for years, like based off of the outcome of, the stuff you create. It looks so good.
Just the last
Is
few
there,
months.
that's incredible. Is there a place that people can buy this off of, like Etsy or Facebook?
So right now I just do Facebook and it's Copings with Creations, and then I do have a TikTok also, Copings with Creations, and I post random videos so of things that I make. But my Facebook page, they can order off there, and I pretty much make any design that somebody wants on a Tumblr. So you just tell me what you want and I can put it on there. I can add names, I can add pictures. I've done all kinds of things, but there's a lot of examples on my Facebook.
That's awesome.
Do you have a favorite piece that you've created, or a favorite cup that you've created, or what's one of the things that you've
So
liked
you
to
give me
create the
just a
most?
second, I'll show you something I created for Colton. So you know how
Okay.
Colton's a big fan of his animals. So give me just a
Mm-hmm.
second. So Colton's stepmom wanted to make him an Easter gift for Christmas. And the first one I kind of messed up on and I didn't like it. So I was like, I'm going to make another one. So he got one for each house. But oh, so this is his name and these are all his animals with paw prints all
I
over.
love I love that.
And then
That's
my
That is
other
that
son
is so.
wanted shoes, so I made him a shoe one. So I can I can take anything and put it on the cup. It's something fun that I like to do to be able to make people happy. Like I did a wedding for somebody. They wanted wedding pictures on a cup. So I did that. So I just come up with
uh,
creations.
that's pretty neat that you're able to do that and put the and it looks like it's pretty spot on,
Yeah,
as far as, yeah,
he
that's
loves it.
pretty
So
impressive. Now, when you make the cups like that, and do you require a certain amount of, like, orders to make them custom? Could you order one at a time, or how does that work?
they can order as many as they want at a time. Um, I ship to everywhere's, so I just request that they pay for the shipping. So once I get the cup done and I bring it to the thing, I'll pay for the shipping up front and then I'll send them a receipt with the shipping. Every cup, if it's personalized, it's a little more, but I do 20-ounce and 30-ounce cups, and I also do the glass tumblers as well, the little glass frosted ones. So,
Oh, really? That's
mhm,
neat. I didn't know that you could customize those. That's pretty cool.
mhm. So
And you
Wow.
would say the cups are your best seller?
cups are my best sellers. Car freshies and car coasters are also my best sellers. Those are the three items that I've really kind of stuck to lately just because I was trying to go with a theme. So car theme, you put your car in your tumbler when you're on the road. And then you got the car coaster so that the moisture from the cup doesn't drip into the pocket and then it's all filled with water. I just came up with something that would kind of be like you could get a tumbler and then you could get the car coaster that matches the tumbler with the car freshie hanging in your window to make your car smell good. So they're different. Let's see, I have one right here. So these are what car freshies are. Let's see if we can get it to come on the camera. There. So they're made out of micro beads and then you can make different designs. So this one's a sunflower and somebody just wanted the seeds of the dots and then it's vanilla. So I can make different smells.
That's amazing. I didn't know
I
you could.
might I might have to ask you about some of those because I've got a lot of kids, and we get some weird smells in my car.
So,
Yeah,
yep.
you might get a chicken nugget that's been there for a month, and we don't realize it until car seat comes out. So,
I know, right?
uh, so if someone wanted something custom, the best way is just to reach out you through your
On
Facebook
Facebook,
page, and then
yeah.
you create something, or they send you what they want, and you're
Mhm.
able to put that on a cup.
Yep, absolutely.
Very cool. And then if so let's say they had an idea, but didn't know exactly what it was. Are you able to come up with a design that they might be thinking of?
I can design anything that they want to come up with. Like if they give me ideas, I can send them some examples. And those examples, they can say yes, no, and I can send them more examples. So if somebody wanted Bluey for their kid, I can show them 30 different Bluey examples, and one's with names, one's without names, whatever they wanted, and they can tell me which one they want. So it gives them a variety of examples too. That's what I like to be able to do, is so that they don't have to just say, oh, just one item, or even if they wanted to take a little bit from each one, I can combine it into one. So
Okay.
it's really whatever they want. I will work to get it, because I just like to do that. Like, I have a real estate agent right now that wants keychains, pens, hats, shirts, and I'm creating a design for her, and I keep sending it, and she'll tell me different things she wants to add into it. So I work with everybody just to make sure that they're happy with the item they get.
Nice. And I like that. And I know, with us, working with you, it's been pretty good. Matt's been, dealing with you, but I was very impressed by, how quickly you were able
Yeah.
come up with our vision and give us an idea and then execute it.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to get this job because, one, you know, I want to be able to help you guys out. And then it's also a way for me to kind of say thank you for everything that you guys have done for Colton and myself, because um, it's a lot of work of what I'm doing right now, and it took a lot to I don't the to be able to put trust into Tender Care, knowing they're taking care of my kid. But like I said, take that leap of faith, because when you do, you're gonna see the good in it. And that's what I did. So this is kind of not only my way to promote my business out there, but also to be able to thank you guys for everything you guys have done for Colton as well.
Uh, well, we truly appreciate it, and that's what we're here for. We're a team, and as this we called it, building our village. It's all part of the village for the child, and specifically for Colton. We're glad to be a part of that village to help raise him, and be a comforting piece for you that you can trust. And
Mhm.
that's where typically, it's like you said, taking that leap of faith, or getting the parent to take that leap of faith and put that trust in us. And when they can hear it from another parent, sometimes I think that's more, because I can say it all I want, or the director of nursing can say it all they want, trust me, but until they actually hear it from someone like you who's been in their shoes, I think that's really what it would take to
Mhm.
take that leap.
Especially having a child nonverbal. He doesn't talk very much. So not knowing, like, he can't come to me and say, "Hey mom, this nurse did this, or this nurse did this, or this kid did this." So I'm putting all my trust in everybody else. And if you do that and you take the leap of faith, you're going to realize that these nurses are there for the kids. They want to be there. I haven't seen a single one of the nurses at Spring Hill that don't want to be there for these kids. Like, they're still asking me on the weekends. I get text messages, "How is he doing today? Yesterday he had a rough day," or like they're worried about his surgery coming up, and they've offered to come help me out. So it's, they care about these kids. They're not there to work. They're there for the kids, because they believe as them as family.
It's 100%, and that's what you know. I don't do it as much anymore, but throughout the hiring process, I would always say that when you're here, it's more than a job. You become family with the patients. You become family with their family, and if this is something that you're in for the money, it might not be the right thing. But if you
Exactly.
want to make a difference, and you want to have you know knowing in your heart you're creating great things and helping and becoming family with some amazing people.
Yep.
Uh, uh, was there anything else that we missed that you'd like to
I
say,
just
or
would like to say, so I just put a little thing together. I just wanted to say thank you to Tender Care and for taking on my son Colton. There are so many nurses that have touched Colton's heart and helped me through so much with him. You all mean the world to us, and you are a big part of Colton's life, and we love you all.
uh, that's going to be very well received, because it definitely, that's what it's about. That's what we want to do. We want, and thank you. I'll definitely make sure that gets everybody knows that.
Yeah, they've touched our hearts a lot. They've really made Colton feel happy and made me, I mean, since November I've been through so much and they were so caring with everything that happened. They were understanding, helped me out with Colton and not even did they help out with Colton, they checked in on me. So you know they care when they're caring about you as well. And that makes you feel like part of them and know that Colton and me are family to them. And that's, I want family taking care of my child because that's what he needs. Somebody that loves and cares for him as much as I do.
And I can attest to seeing that from the people in Spring Hill, and specifically, with Melissa and how she cares for him and you, and they she has that relationship with you guys, and that's what it's all about.
Yep, there's definitely a few of them there that have taken on the role of being Colton's not only nurse but family.
Thank you for those kind words, and
You're welcome.
again, if anybody would like a personalized, amazing cup, make sure to reach out to her, and go ahead and tell us your Facebook page and where the best place to contact you for that.
It's Copings with Creations at Facebook, and then also I'm on TikTok, Copings with Creations.
All right.
Thank you so
All
much,
right.
guys.
Thank you so much, Brian. And you are listening or watching our Building Our Village podcast with Tender Care. And we will be thinking and missing Colton in surgery. And we hope everything goes smoothly.
Thank you, guys. I'll keep you guys posted.
Yes, please do. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.